Hey, you want to you want to turn off the world and go watch some great theater? None better than our next guest, who has, 14 Tony Awards? How many awards do you have now?
16.
16. How many Tonys do you have?
Two.
Two. Only
Nominated,
two.
but nominated for 3, but only won twice.
And, all right, Jack Lane. That is the voice of Jack Lane, executive producer of Stages. How many seasons of Stages?
31.
31 years.
Yeah.
And you're opening up your 31st season.
We are with Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat on June 2nd, and that is definitely a favorite of a lot of people.
Yes. Where is the coat right now?
The coat is actually, it's pretty much done because we build all of our costumes, and it's this really cool fabric that our costume shop manager was able to get in one piece. Usually you have to strip it together and sew it, but no, she found a company that actually, you'd give them the pattern, you give them the colors, and they make the fabric for you. It's
Really?
crazy.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
it's beautiful.
We should say Andrew Lloyd Webber, Tim Rice, one of my most fun interviews of all time.
Oh, yeah?
Was Tim Rice.
Oh, I bet he was great.
He was really interesting. All right, so that debuts June 2nd, which is coming up here in a couple weeks.
June 2nd through July 2nd, and we've added 2 Thursday matinees. We're totally maxed out with performances. We were selling out most of them, so we've added a couple of performances this year.
I love matinees.
I do too. Can we get season tickets still, or is it individual tickets?
You still can get season tickets by calling the box office starting at 10 o'clock.
All right, Joseph, and what else you got coming up after
We got
that?
9 to 5 coming up. Then we have South Pacific, Rogers and Hammerstein South Pacific.
Yeah.
And then Seussical, the musical, will be our family show at Westport. And that is the 14th of June through July 2nd. It's also going to be very, very popular.
Yeah. All right. Good. And you mean at the Westport Playhouse there?
Yeah. We've done our kids show. This is the 3rd year we've done the family show. And we do great pre-show experiences, meet and greet after. It's like,
Sure.
kind of like going to Disney. It's for one price.
All right. Well, where's the website to get tickets and more?
StagesSTLewis.org, or if you call at 10 o'clock and mention KTRS, there's select performances of Joseph where you can get some big discounts. That's 821-2407.
We were talking off the air. You've got a couple of shows on Broadway too?
I have got one show called The Play That Goes Wrong that just opened a couple of weeks ago. I've got a big, major $14 million musical opening up next season called The Prom. And then our buddies, Mike Isaacson has Doll's House Part 2, and Terry has one of the great new musicals this season, Bandstand. So St. Louis is thriving.
Bandstand, is that the one that looks at American Bandstand?
No.
No.
Yeah, Bandstand is about World War II vets coming back from the war and creating a band.
Oh.
So amazing. The guy who did the choreography for Hamilton directed and choreographed it. Best dancing on Broadway. Bandstand.
The Tonys are coming up here pretty soon, aren't they?
It is. It's coming a couple of weeks from Sunday, the 11th.
Is this show nominated for a couple?
My show?
Yeah.
My show's nominated for 1. It's nominated for Best Set because the set is like the 8th character. The Play That Goes Wrong is about a amateur theater company in London who puts on a play and everything goes wrong.
Right.
Everything goes wrong. Honestly, it's the funniest play you'll ever see. It's 2 hours of non-stop laughter.
How do you know when they come and pitch you a show? Is it instinct? Do you have to research it? When do you say yes?
I think it's being in the business for so many years. I played the game even as a kid as to what shows I thought would be a hit. With this show, I followed it from London. This is the third. It's in its 3rd year in London, and I heard about it, and I thought, if that show comes over, I really want to be a part of it. And there was a huge line of people who wanted to co-produce it, but luckily the lead producer said, "Sure, join me."
And so when you do that, is it just money you give, or are you giving expertise, or are you giving? What do you do?
It depends on the position you're in. As co-producer, you're basically raising money. You're raising a lot of money, and you can also put in your own money. But as a producer, you don't have to put your own money in. You just have to deliver X amount of dollars to the property.
So you go out and you say, "Hey, look, here's my track record. Here's this great play."
This is why I think it's going to be a hit. There's so many reasons why I present to people, and also back end. Because after a show closes, there's 17 years of royalties if you're an original investor or producer, if the show originates on Broadway. So it can't be a revival.
Right.
It can't be Hello, Dolly.
Right.
The Play That Goes Wrong is originating on Broadway, so you get the royalties for, like Fun Home.
Yeah.
Collect the royalties, Peter and the Starcatcher, The Humans. The Humans is coming to the Rep next year.
Oh, beautiful.
Is that cool?
All
That's my
right.
show from last year.
More importantly, Jack Lane,
right.
executive producer of Stages. The website is?
Is StagesSTLewis.org, and we've got our great Academy classes starting on June 5th. Joseph opens on June 2nd. It's do not miss production.
All right. Last question for you while I have you.
Yes, sir.
After you go to opening night in Broadway,
yeah,
where do you go for your after dinner after show cocktail?
I almost always go to Glass House Tavern for a quiet drink before you go to the party, because the parties are loud, very, very loud. Hundreds and hundreds of people. So I usually have that quiet, it's kind of a decompression kind of thing. And I'll just, Glass House Tavern is that.
You go by yourself?
Sometimes by myself, or if I'm my guest.
And do you sit and wait for the New York Times to come out to read the reviews?
I'm bad. Usually during intermission because they post, which you're not supposed to do that.
Oh, really?
You're not supposed to do that
Because it's bad luck, or
I don't know if it's bad. Because if say it's a bad review,
right?
Yes.
Then you have to go through the second act, and you can't look at all the reviews at intermission.
Right.
But they
Right.
post them so early now.
Well, I go to Bar Central. That's where I go.
I was at Joe Allen just the other day, so yeah, you're.
I can hip.
You're,
I can
you're
hang, right?
very hip.
Bar
because,
Central.
Because no one knows where that is, really.
That's right.
There's no sign.
That's right. You
Yeah,
gotta know where it is.
I was pointing it out the other day.
See
But,
that?
Yeah. Oh no, it's very cool. It's
in
very,
the
very
know.
cool. Or I could have a drink with Donald and Melania because they're my neighbors. They're right around the corner.
Right
from
around
me.
the corner.
They
Hold on
are.
a second. I think you just broke your foot dropping that name.
But-
Jack Lane, ladies and gentlemen, executive producer of Stage, is the website for the 31st season.
StagesSTLewis.org.
Thank you very much, Jack Lane.
you.
Stage is a great place. Opening up with Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. You're back and welcome anytime, Jack.
Thank you.
Thanks for the bread.
8:50.